So one of the things we're going to be watching as the AI data center market continues to heat up is companies transferring from Bitcoin mining over to AI data centers. And they already have the infrastructure. We're going to go over Bitcoin mining company. They recently are going from Bitcoin over to AI, and they're called Bitfarms. So we're going to go over what most investors aren't considering. And then number two, we just wrapped up our daily live trading session in StockMate. We were trading Redwire. That's been going good today. We bought the support level here. While most people would look at this and say, look at that downtrend, it's going to continue to sell off down to $6. They've recently signed some massive deals. We saw them find this support here today around $7.50. And so we ended up buying at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time this morning. And that position is up about $481 profit so far today. And we picked up about 1,000 shares. So there's the update. If you ever want to tune on into those live sessions, the second link in the description is how you can do so. So getting into the data center market, we saw APLD start off rough. Even IREN was a little rough. But we see towards this middle of day here, you got CLSK doing very good, up 10%. IREN is up 7%. NBIS is up 8%, a nice recovery after their big earnings dip yesterday. And then BITF is up 5%. So we got a trade going, actually, short-term trade on BITF. We entered here and we were looking for support and a stop just below $2 a share. It never dropped below $2 a share over this last week. It actually held throughout. And so from our entry here, we are right even with around 1,000 shares. There's nothing special there. I didn't say I'm going to buy 1,000 shares. It was just so happened to be the position sizing. So from Bitfarms, why is this market going up? Why do we see so much growth in this market? And why Bitfarms? They're maybe not as established as other data center companies. Well, you might not know that most investors are focused on companies that are already established as AI companies, but they might be missing the companies that are converting to AI that already have great infrastructure. It would be kind of like looking at manufacturing companies or warehouse companies and saying the companies that are building the new warehouses for all of the Amazon fulfillment centers that popped up over the last 2 decades or 3 decades, that you only focused on companies that were building those warehouses for Amazon and not the companies that already had existing infrastructure that Amazon was then going to buy and convert into space for the Amazon fulfillment centers. It's kind of like that. So as you can see, BITF really having a nice recovery today, holding above $2 a share. And the longer term perspective, we saw them get up to as high as $6.50. That was way overvalued. But we started to really take interest in them around $3 a share. And I have some long-term positions that I entered. And I'll be honest, we're down. While we have other companies, multiple companies that are up over 100% recently, one of our positions that has been considerably down is BITF. And then we're entering this short-term trade. Why enter a short-term trade on them? Well, we can enter at any point because we have risk management. But the market is what's important. The market is BITF. You could say Bitcoin miner transitions to AI data centers. So let's see what articles exist related to this. Okay, so here's a good article to kind of put it in perspective. America's biggest Bitcoin miners are pivoting to AI. So Bitcoin miners are pivoting to data centers, and the market demand is very, very high for these companies. And the profitability for AI is really good. It's potentially, or it is, better margins than AI or than Bitcoin mining. And the only risk is you got Bitcoin risk. It's like, oh, AI becomes bigger. People pivot to AI. Now you have some risk around mining, or is the stability of Bitcoin good? That's something. But the key here is to note a lot of these companies were already acquiring GPUs to mine Bitcoin very effectively. And so they have good GPUs. And just recently they've you've been seeing a lot of companies not just mine Bitcoin, but now pivot towards the AI. So with Bitfarms, when we're looking at the market, they're definitely growing. It's a high demand market. A lot of AI tech companies this last week reporting earnings, saying that they were planning to invest more into the infrastructure for AI. And their market cap sits at about 1.79 billion Canadian. I'm not exactly sure where that is in dollars, but let's call it 1.5 to 2 billion, something like that. And their current revenue is around 70 million a quarter. 70 million, and revenue year over year change is up 155%. So from a financial perspective, they are increasingly growing their revenue. However, their net income has been negative, but still improving. If you look kind of back a few years when they were starting their operations, their net income has now become narrower and they've become a little bit more on the profitable side. And they've had more revenue as the revenue is continuing to grow. So quarterly, you do see that ramp up in revenue. They're now doing 70 million a quarter, which will put them, well above 250 million for the year. And in 2024, they were at 192. 2025, it looks like they are on track to surpass over 250 million with this next quarter earnings coming out. And then they also have their total assets. Their cash is now up to an all-time high here, around 800 million, with their total liabilities at 189 million. So from a financial perspective, there is some risk here. You see their liabilities increasing. So their liabilities are up about 154% quarter over quarter. So they're growing in liabilities. But they've had enough cushion that by increasing their assets by 36%, we're talking percentages, but just kind of ratio wise, you're looking at 800 million assets versus 189 in liabilities. So overall, their equity is very positive, $600 million they're holding, which could allow them to pivot even more to the AI. Now you might say, well, this is speculative. The company's called Bitfarms. They're a Bitcoin mining company. They're not pivoting to AI, you might say. No, they had just announced it. They're even doing a name change. In fact, if you look at some of their data centers or mining centers, you could say, they already have many of them across North America. They're now out of South America. They used to be in South America, but now they have sold that data center. They're now in North America. You can see the setups that they have here, Panther Creek. That's pretty large data center there, 410 megawatts. There's 110 there over in Sharon, and they have some infrastructure. Now, if you were to look at their recent articles that they just came out with, you would see something that, once again, could be negative for them. Some people might say, well, I invested in this company because, I was looking forward to them growing in the Bitcoin mining space. But then you see them sell down. Maybe for some of the reasoning is because look at this. Right here, Bitfarms announces rebrand to Keel Infrastructure. So they are changing their name from Bitfarms to Keel Infrastructure. They will have a new ticker symbol, most likely. They will have a new company name. And it says Bitfarms, the CEO, Ben Gagnon, says, Bitfarms is officially launching the final phase of our pivot to U.S. positioning us to more effective, wow, I can't read. Significant opportunities we see in the AI infrastructure development, he says. This transition will expand our access to new sources of capital, increase our eligibility for index inclusion, and simplify our story for U.S. investors, among other benefits that we believe support our ability to continue creating value for the shareholders. I would agree. I mean, any company that is in fact, using Bitcoin mining infrastructure would be a little bit crazy not to at least rent out some of their power, because it's like you can mine Bitcoin with the chance of cracking a block and making some money, or you can have a guaranteed cash flow by renting out the computing power to AI companies that need that power right now. And so that's really what's happening. They're seeing that opportunity, and that is something that companies are willing to pay for. There was an article recently, we saw 9.7 billion for Microsoft spending on just one company, there was $15 billion in APLD recent deals for data centers. We saw Meta spending big time billions of dollars, $500 billion towards AI infrastructure in the Stargate contract, and then another 500 billion pledged later on from Nvidia. And so you have essentially Bitfarms, North American Energy, saying we're going to go into that market. And hey, tech companies, do you need all of these GPUs that we have massive stacks of? We will rent out that to you. So we did have some interesting news. If you were to look at the inflation report that just came out here, consumer prices rose 2.4% annually in January, which was less than expected. So that's consumer news. You can see inflation rose 0.2%, which is very good. It means the annual inflation rate actually fell to 2.4% year over year. Housing prices were up about just 0.2%. Now, energy prices also have dropped, meaning some of the infrastructure plays potentially in optimizing for more energy have now dropped energy prices a little bit. And economists see reasons for optimism. And so CPI report, you got some stocks definitely getting jolted, things like that for sure. We saw some big volatility this morning, but that's why we entered in on some trades. And that's why right now, BITF is one we're watching. They may continue some of this downward pressure, and they're at the 200-day moving average. So from a technical perspective, they kind of broke below. So it's shaky right now. Ideally, they would have bounced perfectly, but the technicals work in ranges oftentimes. You do see them at a support level, though, at around $2 a share, as I mentioned. That's where we enter, or that's where we have just below that a stop loss on a short-term trade. But again, I like the company long-term. I think they're in a good move here for the fact that they are in the AI market. However, they still have some things to prove. While they got 1.7 billion in market cap, they only have about 70 million in revenue, still a negative net income. And if they're to prove themselves as a good AI company and that this pivot was worthwhile, they're going to see a positive net income, and they're going to rent out some of that space or potentially secure some deals for infrastructure for AI. So it might be a shaky time right now for this pivot that they're seeing. And just yesterday, we talked about how AI is impacting the markets, not only from an investment perspective, but from an opportunity for you to use it for your own investing. If you'd like to get your hands on a tremendously powerful tool called Prophecy AI that uses the exact analysis I just walked through with you to show you how you can automate this exact process for your analysis in seconds, then go have a look at the first link in the description down below. So we just wrapped up that live session yesterday. Ready to tune on into our daily live trading sessions? Would love to see you there. It's going to be the second link below if you want to take the guessing out of your trading. And we still have that space tech stock offer. If you want to go grab it, you get a free t-shirt when you join in the second link down below in StockMate. If I earned your thumbs up, hit the like button. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.